pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I heard it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly. They been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, better get a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
This is what I'm talking about. NFL playoffs at Lambeau Field with a snowstorm camped out over the upper Midwest. Let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC wildcard matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Love going to give this one to Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's good.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
And that's definitely the way to get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On the 20-yard line.
Yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's complete to Lazard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Dustin Hopkins.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
The ball carrier.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Love from the gun. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
After the penalty, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
At the Packers' 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
Prescott.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First down, Dallas.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Cowboys nothing.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Smith on the tackle.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14.
First down, Cowboys.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
5 at the 9-yard line.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Working out of the gun, Love. And he fires one incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like he said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
4-yard line.
First down, going to the air with Love. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
33-yard line.
Again, it's Love. He's got the hook up to Lazard. Not much there, only a yard.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 3rd down, Love able to connect with Mims. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. He's got this one completed to Mims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Going back to Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Love now. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
4.
Coming to you.
From the gun, Love. Able to find Lazard. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, D.
Off the play fake, Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Love. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Number 88, incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Final play of the half, Love. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action this time with Love. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The end result, 21 yards. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown, Packers.
Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now Charles dealing with a third and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Third and long for Prescott. Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Prescott on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
So the Packer offense coming on. They'll be asked to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Third down. And 8 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Aaron Jones.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Love from the gun. He'll get this to Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, Love to pass. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Love now to pass on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now a first down carry by Jones.
Aaron
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down at 5. Throwing. Love. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Cowboys.
Prescott from the gun. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, it's Jones, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. That's complete to Lazard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards there, first down. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Jones with a carry on first down, but I don't think he even made it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense all over that one. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Now Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it. Oh, Prescott stripped. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Prescott now. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To throw is Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he's able to get it out of there. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
He's across midfield.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now,
It's a gain of 3.
as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Man left, man left. We got 4. We got 4. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Working out of the gun. Love. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Prescott looks to throw on first.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of his end zone, Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
Here we go. 45. White. Squeeze, double up.
Today's final score, Packers.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.